The biggest reason people stay stuck is not lack of information. It's lack of teachability. Some people say they want growth, but they resist everything that would create it. Your success is often hidden inside one uncomfortable question: am I really teachable? There is one trait that quietly predicts whether someone will grow fast or stay stuck for years. And it's not talent. It's not intelligence. It's not confidence. And it's not experience. It's teachability. Because you can have access to incredible information, but if you are defensive, rigid, ego-driven, or unwilling to change, none of it will land. A lot of people say they want results, but what they actually want is confirmation. They don't want transformation. They want agreement. And those are two very different things. Real growth asks something of you. It asks you to admit that maybe you don't know as much as you think you know. That's uncomfortable for the ego, because the ego wants to look smart. But growth requires humility. It requires you to say, there is more here for me to understand. There is something I haven't seen yet. There is a blind spot I need to face. There is an old pattern I need to release. That is teachability. Not blind obedience. Not following everything without thinking. But being open enough to learn, open enough to question, and open enough to change. So here's the real test. Ask yourself 3 things. 1. How willing am I to learn? Not in theory. In reality. Am I actually studying? Listening? Applying? Reflecting? Or do I just like the idea of growth? 2. What am I willing to give up? Because growth is not just about gaining new habits. It's also about releasing old ones. Old identity. Old excuses. Old victim stories. Old reactions. Old comfort zones. Everybody wants a new level. Very few people want to let go of the version of themselves that keeps them where they are. 3. How willing am I to accept change? Because you cannot keep your current thinking, your current habits, your current emotional defaults, and expect a radically different life. For things in your life to change, something in you has to change. And this is where many people stall. They want the new result without the internal shift. They want abundance without discipline, confidence without discomfort, peace without responsibility, success without correction. But life doesn't work like that. If you are truly teachable, feedback stops feeling like attack. Correction stops feeling like rejection. Growth stops feeling personal. You begin to see it for what it is: refinement. That is how powerful people grow. They stay open. They stay curious. They stay coachable. They don't assume they've arrived. And the moment you become a know-it-all, your growth slows down. Because when you think, I already know this, you close the door. A better question is, what am I not seeing yet? How can I understand this more deeply? How can I embody this better? What part of me is resisting this? That mindset alone changes everything. Because teachability is not just an attitude. It's a frequency. A closed mind blocks opportunities. A teachable mind sees them. A closed mind argues for its limitations. A teachable mind expands beyond them. So if you feel stuck right now, don't just ask, what strategy am I missing? Ask, where am I resisting growth? Where am I being defensive? Where do I want the result without the change? That question is powerful. Because the truth is, your next level may not need more effort. It may need more openness, more honesty, more surrender, more willingness to be shaped into someone stronger. Teachability is not weakness. It is one of the highest forms of strength. Because it takes courage to let go of who you were. If this resonated, comment, "I stay teachable." And follow Prestige Ascent for more content on rewiring your identity, releasing what no longer fits, and stepping into the version of you that can actually hold the life you want.